All right, let's see. Recording. All right, kids. After brief technical difficulties, we're back with Adam Podsednik.
Yes.
All right, so we've already touched upon background, your art, being kind of in the business, dear old Blair. All right, I think you talked about being gay. Let's talk about hubby there. How did you meet him?
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of a funny story. If any of our viewers are from Los Angeles, they'll know the story and laugh about it, about the place where we met. We just both got out of relationships and we weren't looking for anyone else. And we went to an 18 and over club he had a friend, I had a friend, two girls. They were 18. They just wanted to go dance. And, and upstairs was the bar. So if you're over 21, you get a bracelet.
Hey.
And our girlfriends knew each other in this circle, but I was in a circle sea of youngsters, and I was 24, and I'm like, oh goodness, okay. And I look down at Val, and he's wearing a baseball cap, and he has a bracelet. But Val, if you look at Val looks very, very young. And at the time when I met him, I thought he was like barely 18. So I said, oh my gosh, you have a bracelet. You're over 21. Let's go get a drink. So we ran upstairs. It was last call. We didn't get a drink. And I left. And at the last minute, he grabbed me and said, do you want my number? And I said, sure. So I don't know how long it took me, but I did finally call him after work one night. And he picked up and he said, hey, let me call you right back. I just got in a car accident. And I guess he had gotten in a car accident. The airbag was in his lap. And he drove home. And instead of calling the insurance company, he called me back and we talked for 4 hours, and we did that every night for the next week, and we fell in love over the phone pretty much. And we met up and we moved in within a month of meeting, and we've been together now. This year will be 14 years.
Oh, God bless y'all. I love when I see you two together. It melts my heart right away. Just like,
oh, thank you so much. We've had our ups and downs, but we've made it through. We've moved around. We're nomads. We've even discovered that, like, we love Scottish royalty. And we've discovered that Val, his 21st great-grandfather was King Robert III from Scotland. And King Robert III had a sister named Isabella, and she was my 20th great-grandmother. So we're actually cousins in a way. And Val will always say, oh, baby cousin to me. And that is one thing that I'm just like, stop. He doesn't just annoy me. But yeah, he's an amazing man. He has a son from a previous relationship. So I got to become a dad. We have a 24-year-old who's amazing. He lives in Minneapolis. And yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better partner. He really helped me. He's an amazing life coach and healer, and yeah, it's just a really, really fun relationship. And I've never dated anyone like him. He keeps me on my toes, and that's what I need, you know?
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, right. I wish everyone can find their Val. I wish everyone can find their Val White, because he's amazing.
I think I found my Val, but she's going through a little bit of a mission right now. So well, prayers are on high.
Prayers are on high, yes, but also give her space, love her for where she's at.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, because I think I was on a mission for 4 years, you know, probably a different kind of mission. I was on a mission to get drunk every day, and Val stayed with me. I was in that dark place, and he stayed with me, and I just, you know, and there were times there that, like, it was almost a breaking point that I'm just like, oh, are we going to make it? But thank goodness we did, because it just made us stronger human beings and stronger our relationships, stronger communication skills. Yeah. So everything happens for a reason. And if you have only ups and no downs in your relationship, then it's not a true relationship. You need all that wonky stuff to make you a stronger couple.
Oh, man. And I knew I had to have you on here, but now it feels even more tied to me and Mighty One that I'm actually trying to talk to again.
Well, yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, I'll put a good word in.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All right. So Yeah, I believe we touched upon almost every single thing. You've actually talked about being gay.
Hmm.
So this is where, oh, now we got an extra thing, kids. My dear guest, my dear friend that I would love to have mentor me exactly someday when the financials is right, has a new course or new edition of a course. Would you
Yeah.
like to touch upon that?
Yes. So, like I said earlier, before our technical difficulty, someone who really changed my life in 2017, and even to this day, every month we talk to her, is Gabrielle Bernstein, and she's the author of Super Attractor, Judgment Detox, The Universe Has Your Back, but also she is the author of May Cause Miracles. And that is a course that she does teach. And because we went to level 2 in 2017 live at Kripalu, we were there for 6 or 7 days, and we just trained with her every single day. There was about 100 of us that went, and we just lived in these little dorms in the middle of Massachusetts and ate like all this vegan food. We couldn't speak in the morning because it was silent breakfast. Well, we attended that, and because we attended that, she has certified and given us permission to teach May Cause Miracles. So there's only about 300 people in the world that are allowed to teach her course by her. She's given us certification and given us permission. And we were talking to her, and we said we were going to launch something else, but we said, you know what? The whole new year, new you, I don't think even it's applicable to this last year. I think that it's going to be new no matter what. I think everyone needs to move on, that we need miracles even more now. And she said, she's like, yes, you and Val need to do it. So we're going to launch it, and it starts January 13th, Wednesday. We do 6 live calls. We do, Val's a really amazing meditation teacher, so he does specific meditations for every single call. He has a meditation album that he sends out. He's also a Kundalini yoga teacher, and we do a Kundalini warm up that we videoed and we send out to all of our attendees to open up your 7 chakras. So it's something that we do every morning to like get us all revved up. Yeah, it's based off the book, but it's a totally different approach because you're getting it taught by 2 men, 2 gay men. It doesn't matter what sexuality you are, but we're doing live calls, which is like hot seat coaching, you know. So we have, I think, 10 people signed up. 4 or 5 of them are actually, they've done it before with us. This is our 3rd round. So we have one of the people that I think you know her, and she's one of the people I want to introduce you to. She's doing it for the 2nd time. We've been coaching her for the last year as well. Okay. So it's something that, like, in 2014 when I was rock bottom and I picked up that book, it changed my life, changed my mindset. And I pick that book up at least once or twice a year. And no matter how far along I am on my adventure, no matter what place I am in my up leveling, no matter how advanced I feel sometimes, that I'm like, I am a spiritual person. I am feeling good. No matter what happens, this book always affects me in a different way. It always brings some more clarity to me. So every time I reapproach it, I may be at a different point in my life, but it always applies something better and something new to me. So I try to do that every year, maybe twice a year. And also it reminds me of that dark place and how far I've come and how I never want to be that person again. I never want to be that drunk. I never want to be that person who felt like I had nothing for the world, because I know I'm here for a reason. God put me here for a reason, and my gifts are invaluable. So this book reminds me of that little Adam and how far I've come.
So. You're talking to my little Zachary Shiloh right now. He's like,
right. I call my inner child little Adam.
Like, I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man, I knew this was the right day to have you on. Oh man,
it was, because seriously, I'm flowing. Even with the technical difficulties, I almost was like, we'll just start over. And I was like, no, this is happening for a reason. I had some water, I regrouped, and I'm flowing. Universe, spirit is speaking through me. It's just coming out. And I'm just like, everything I'm saying was said today. And I love that. I love it. I love how things happen like that.
Oh,
People
I love it too.
say how funny or how ironic, and I'm like, no, everything's meant to happen. Everything's meant to be. It's not funny. It is divine timing. Yeah. So
Right on.
yeah.
And before we wrap this thing up, kids, I actually have noticed Adam's attire from past interviews and royal court. So, in tribute of Adam's artistic ventures, I decided to wear a certain somebody's favorite look. And also, kids, I'm wearing my Voltron Legendary Defender t-shirt, which I love to death. And you can actually find it on you, not YouTube, on Amazon. You can find this on Amazon. I paid a good lot of money for it. It was pretty good. Plus, it's part of my default picture for different aspects of life that I'm going through.
I love that.
All right. And I thought, again, that I would match Adam because he's a sweetheart. And why not surround yourself by people that actually bring out the absolute best in you? So, with that said, thank you very much, Adam.
Thank you. I know I wore a leather jacket just for you.
All right. So, with that said, what can I do for you going forward, my love?
You can keep being you. You can keep pushing through and doing this podcast and keep writing and keep having a positive presence and influence on social media because we need more men like you. I always say this, and it's nothing against anyone, but I feel like when it comes to the spiritual community in a way, like coaches and stuff like that, men are not represented as much as women. And I want more men to be like, I want to be a spiritual healer. I want to change lives. I want to do this. I think that we're in a way a minority, and I want you to keep doing your stuff because what you bring to the table is priceless and amazing, and you're going to change lives. And what you can do for me is just keep being you. That's what you can do for me.
All right.
I love having men, a circle of spiritual men that can just raise each other up. That means the world to me, and I'm so happy that we found each other.
Oh, so am I. And again, thanks to you, Blair, because without you and Adam, I would not be sitting here right now.
Oh,
especially with They Are Magic coming forward. So thank you.
Do you know the date that it's being released yet?
Not yet. Blair has not touched upon it. I know that
I'm excited.
I was asking her earlier about some business with that.
Yeah.
And she says that maybe there's a slight change in dates because of behind the scenes stuff, but I'm not complaining because somebody that's working under her wants to come on my show, and I would like to feature said person a little bit closer to the date of when we sign the releases and talk about it a little bit further. So with that said, Blair, I've made my intentions known to you right now, dear, if you are truly listening to this, and I think you are. So with that said, all right, roaming around. Okay, now your hopes for the future. Go.
My hopes for the future.
Yes.
I hope that the world heals. I think that what we're going through is really traumatic. I think that our youth is going to affect them forever. I don't think it'll ever get back to normal, but what is normal? I hope that, personally, I hope that my brand gets bigger and bigger. You know, I love money and money loves me. I would say that. Woo! Right? Yes. I hope that if anyone feels called to join Make Cause Miracles 2021 with us, then they do so. We do payment plans. It's really affordable. We want anyone to be able to, anyone who's being called to do it, be able to join us, just because I'm not throwing out a $5,000 to $10,000 program. This is a 6-week program. It's under $300. We do payment plans, and we just want people to get realigned. I think that It's been a really crazy year. And I look at the year in a way, it's like changing your mindset. I look at the year in a way of appreciation. What do I appreciate? Because a lot was taken away from us. I appreciate the internet. I appreciate Zoom. I appreciate my talents. I appreciate family because I got to Zoom with them. And even though I haven't seen them in person, I feel closer to them because we make it a point to try to talk once a week. The things you take for granted sometimes, that's what I realized this year. So I really hope that everyone can do that. And I think with the new year, holidays are over, all that stress is kind of gone. I mean, no, there's still a lot of stress, but if anyone feels called to do our course, starts January 13th. And I hope that if you're watching or listening in, then you can reach out to me if you want. And if not, then I hope that you find something that makes you happy and heals you, because I think the world needs a lot of healing right now.
Believe it or not, love, I'm starting to get a vibe that maybe I'm being called to be mentored by you. So at some point, I'm gonna sign up.
I would love that. And also one thing that we do when we do our mentoring or one-on-one coaching, like we did with Blair, is you get calls with me, but you also get calls with Val.
Oh.
So you get individual calls with me, and then you get an individual call with Val at the beginning or in the end, or vice versa. If you work with Val, you get a call with me, like 2 to 3 calls as well. So we have a lot of packages. We aren't really releasing anything until mid-January, but I will keep you informed because we are soul brothers for life now. Just saying.
Oh, and I love you to pieces. That's
amazing.
Great.
You're amazing. You're amazing, man.
That's great. All right, kids. So before we truly wrap this bad boy up, I have a new addition to Roaming Around. So I believe I touched upon this in past BLAs that I have reached out to past Roaming Around guests, and I am looking for their guidance and recommendations to people that can join me on Roaming Around in the future.
Yes.
So before we even started doing our Zoom call today, I made that known to Adam. So with that said, my love, can you please give me your top 3 people, if you do have them right now? And I think I know one. I think I know the first one. I'm working on him. Yeah.
I'm going to rephrase that. I don't have top 3 people. They're in random order because I think I have a list of like 50 people that I would love to be on this, but I'm just going to give you 3 right now who I feel like are ready and who came to mind, because I don't want to say anyone's over anyone else. It's like a pageant. Like I'm like, in random order, these are the 3.
Oh, I love that. Yes,
I don't want to make it greater than anyone else. But I do have 3 written down that came to my mind right when you said that. And I wrote them down really quick, but I don't even need to see the notes because I keep on thinking about them and know that they will be really good additions to this podcast. So my first one is Val White, of course, my partner in crime, or not in crime, my partner in spirituality and growth. He's an amazing man, and he's a busy man too.
Oh, yes, he is.
And he doesn't do a lot of podcasts as well, but I think, like I said, we love to encourage other men to get on their spiritual adventures with us, and our voices are needed. So I really think that he would be a good addition. I also, one of my friends is an amazing Kundalini teacher. He is a spirit junkie just like me. His name is Freddie Ross. And he's probably not in the group of people that you know yet, but I want to introduce you, so I will on social media.
Please do.
He's an amazing spiritual man. He does Kundalini, and he'll chant, and he will do live videos for everyone. He is just, and he's also the biggest fan of Dapper. So he has like, so he does it in my Dapper sweats. And I'm like, yes, I love it. The third person I'm going to say now, even though I probably have more and I'll message you later, is an amazing woman. She did Make All Those Miracles with us last year. She's doing it again this year with us. We coached her. She did our New Year, New You. She's also a writer in They Are Magic. Her name is Jamie Valeka.
Oh, Jamie! Oh, let me tell you something right now before we actually wrap this bad boy up legit. Jamie Octa, she's coming on in 2 days' time, partner.
Oh, I didn't even know that. She is so needed right now because she talks about mental health. She has a background in nursing. She is such a strong individual. And we met her in 2018 after she did Spirit Junkie Digital, and she joined a few of our courses. We're doing a retreat in April. We were supposed to do it in 2020, but it got pushed back because of COVID. We're doing it here in North Carolina in Asheville. She's coming to our retreat with a few other individuals. So we've been working with her for a really long time. She is an amazing, amazing human, and her growth is like crazy. When I first met her to where she is now, she has jumped leaps and bounds. She is such a powerful leader, and you are going to be so happy to have her. She's going to change lives with your interview, I swear. That woman is great.
Child, get the thing.
Yes, you are on a roll, man. Okay, now that you already have her, I need to find another third, but I will. I'll get back to you because I feel on the spot now. I can't think.
Oh man, from what it sounds like to me, we're gonna have to talk about more than just three. From what you're recommending. Oh
Yeah.
man, like I said, child, get the thing.
I hear you. I'm flushed right now too.
All right, so kids, we have reached the point of the show where we're about to end. Adam, would you like to give the people your information, where they can find you, and anything else?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Adam Podsednik. Let me spell it out because it's a difficult last name. It's Adam, and then my last name is Podsednik. You can email me at adam@rebirth, rebirth, rebirthe.com. You can go on the Dapper Life shop and check out my stuff, or you can just befriend me, message me. If you want to talk, I'm more than willing to. We're all staying in lately, so I have my phone on me and I can message you.
Oh, and that's the way it is, kids, until this COVID situation is over. But again, people like this come a rare dime a dozen. We need more Adam Podsedniks in the world. With that said, kid, it's time to wrap this bad boy up and hit the outro. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye.